Hi there, welcome to another Cosmoconscious Academy video. It's Capa here, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to manipulate your own energy. So, when you think about energy, what do you think of? Do you see something? Maybe some kind of floating thing, moving? What do you think of? Or do you think it's something that it's impossible to see? There are many. Each person will have a different concept, right? Just as we have a different personal concept about everything. We all have like our personal way of seeing things. But if you think about energy, you will notice that there's energy everywhere. There's energy in everything. And if you're like wondering, how do I feel my own energies? How do I manipulate my own energies? How do I notice if there's some kind of weird, strange energy in the room? I don't know. So the thing is, if it's in everything, it's in you, right? It's in yourself, it's around you, it's in your objects, in your house, in the places you go. So what I believe is that we already feel and react to the energies around us, the energies in us. Most of the times, we're just not consciously aware of it. But for example, if you get into a room and you suddenly feel a headache with apparently no reason, you probably felt some kind of energy that was very different from yours or that was not good, you know? And if you enter a room, a place, I don't know, if you meet somebody and you feel such a good energy, what is that? Yeah, I've already said that. But if you feel like, if you have a good feeling, if you change your mood suddenly, there's energy in there. There's a lot going on. We have our emotions, our personal reactions, but we react to energy all the time. But we are not used to processing it this way. We're not used to notice it in our conscious mind, but we react to it all the time. And it's something very simple. It's part of us. Like you need to eat to produce more energy, to feel more energized. That's it. But we gotta remember that our reality is not what we see with these eyes. So there is much more going on, right? And energy is one of these things that we don't see with our eyes most of the times, but it's there and it's working and it's happening, So for you to get started feeling your own energy so you can start manipulating it as you wish, start observing. Like put that into your head, into your mind during the day. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? What's happening here? All right, if this is happening, I'm interacting with this person, or I am going to this place, and I'm feeling like this. Try to get as much as detail as you can. Like, for example, basic things like how's the temperature, how's my mood, how am I responding to things, how am I reacting, answering people, how are people reacting to me? Because if people are reacting to you, they're also unconsciously reacting to the energy you're currently manifesting at that moment, So there's a lot going on. So try to notice these aspects and then I always ask why. So if I'm feeling this way, my energy is probably like this. You can easily notice if your level of energy is high or low comparing to what you've observed about your behavior, during your lifetime. So if it's high or low, it's easy to notice, right? Because if you're in a bad mood, your energy level is low. If you're in a good mood, your energy level is like something healthy and higher. And then you can stop a few times during the day, or maybe if you don't have time for it, if you believe you don't have time, because everybody has time to do something like at least like 10 minutes in the morning, or maybe 10 minutes before you go to sleep. You can do that. Set an alarm. Yeah, figure out a way and you'll do it. Just stop. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? All right. And then try to relax as much as possible. And try to imagine that there's something beyond your skin, you know. Be pretty relaxed, you know. Like, try to relax every muscle in your body. And if you're like sensitive to this kind of stuff, you'll start feeling something. But if you don't feel anything, don't worry. Try to imagine that there's something beyond your skin. Like if your arm's here, try to imagine that there's something here, you know. If you've already felt something like in this area, a lot of people, they feel, I've felt that, and I feel that sometimes as well, some sensations that are not in my physical body. They're like, for example, I could feel something that is here, you know. If you work on it every day, you'll be able to notice things like this. But if you don't notice it yet, you can get started. Anyways, so imagine that there is something here, and keep relaxed and see what you notice, because there is. We have an aura, you know, it's much bigger than that. Of course, it can vary from person to person. And if your energy is healthy, if you're like happy, for example, it will be like larger, bigger. And if you're, I don't know, afraid, or if you're embarrassed about something, it probably will shrink. So yeah, I don't know what level your aura is, but it's definitely beyond your skin, you know. They even say that our astral bodies. Yeah, and I've noticed that too. But like, generally speaking, you know, about like everybody, our astral bodies. I don't know what kind of research was that. It's probably in a book. I don't remember right now. But that our astral bodies are naturally a little bigger than our physical bodies. So just by that, you can imagine that there's something beyond, you know. And the best way of start feeling your energies is getting started by your own field, you know, your own energies, your own aura, your chakras and everything, because it's you. So it will be easier for you to observe, right? So yeah, some tips that I'm giving you. Observe how you're feeling, how you react to the places you go, how people are reacting to you, because they're, whether they like it or not, they're reacting to the energy that you're manifesting as well. So that's a good tip. And of course, if you start feeling it, observing, analyzing your own field. How do I feel? Because by the answers you will get information. And be as relaxed as possible, you know, as much as you can. And then you can start moving your energies. And what most people do, what most people get started with, is like moving your energies like up and down, you know, from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. And I don't know how easy it's gonna be for you, but even if you don't feel anything, don't give up. If you have a goal, you know, of feeling and manipulating your own energies, just get started and keep working, because you will definitely, like, if you work on something, you will have a result. That's true in everything. Like, because if there's an action, there is a reaction. And time, like as time goes by, you will notice the results. They will come. So don't give up. If you don't feel anything, you can imagine a sphere of light going through your whole body, right? Activating all your chakras. That's a good tip as well. And it doesn't have to be quick or too slow. You choose the pace, right? What's best for you. It's better that you choose a pace in which you can keep track of it, that you can imagine it as clearly as possible. And then you ask me like, oh, imagining, that's not feeling, but that's a way of getting started. And if you put your intention there, I don't know if you agree with me, but if you put your intention on the top of your head, there's going to be more energy concentrated there. It's natural. Because our consciousness, you're projecting more of your consciousness, more of your attention there. So there's going to be more energy there, whether you like it or not, I guess. So, yeah, so having the intention helps a lot as well. So you're going to bring it down slowly or a little bit more quickly. Just be sure that you imagine it clearly and be relaxed, because the more relaxed you are, the more open to noticing new information you will be. So bring it down, right? And then as time goes by, you'll be able to do it faster. But take your time, right? Yeah, so through the neck, through your whole body, right? And it doesn't have to be like a small sphere of light. It can be bigger because it's important that it reaches your whole body, right? So from your left arm to your right arm, you got it, right? And then when you reach the bottom, right, the tip of your toes, you bring the energy back up, and always be open to noticing, because at one point you'll start feeling something for sure. And that is a good tip if you're a visual person, right? But some people like to imagine a sound, musicians, for example. I don't know how to say that in English. That thing that keeps track, helps you keep track of the pace, It's like a beep. I don't know if it's beep. You got it, right? It's like, so it's gonna be up, down, up, down. So you can imagine as an impulse. You can even put a sound, right, to help you keep the pace. I've just paused the video and checked how you say it, because in Portuguese, which is my native language, is metronomo. So in English, it's metronome. I think you've heard of it. I don't know. And you could also imagine like two big springs, like one on the top of your head and the other one below your feet. So it could help you having the feeling of an effective impulse, pushing the energy up and down, So you do it as you wish, but keep doing that at your pace, and you will be moving your energies. That's for sure. And then as time goes by, you will start feeling them. And just by doing that, it will keep your energy field healthier. Any kind of stagnated energy that maybe has been there for a while will start dissolving, and it's gonna even help you keep your physical body healthier. Of course, it's not the main thing, but it helps a lot as well, because everything is connected, right? And that's manipulating energy. You're moving, you're doing it because you want it, and that's something big. Most of the current population is not able to do it yet. I believe one day a lot of people will know about it, but if you're doing it, it's a good sign. I'm happy for that. If you're looking for more information, that's amazing. So another thing that you could start doing, very simple thing, is imagine like an impulse from one hand to the other, and you can imagine like a sphere of light, or maybe a stream, of energy, of your own energy. For some people, it's easier because it's curious, right? But I mean, along the ages, we know that exteriorizing energy through our hands is something that happens in many religions, and we always talk about these 7 chakras, but we have many more, and we have some chakras in our hands as well. So these are 2 good points of exteriorizing energy, whether you want to practice or maybe you want to help somebody. Of course, I only recommend, yeah, if you have good intentions and the person's open, I don't think there's nothing dangerous or bad about it. Just be sure that you're with good intentions, right? That your field is all right, because you don't want to exteriorize any kind of bad energies to anyone. And for you to get started practicing, I always recommend doing it with a plant, and be as ethical as possible with the plant as well, because it's an alive being, right? But yeah, it's interesting. And observe how, if you give your attention, your energy, if you water the plants, they're going to be happy plants. And you can practice, and maybe with your pets you could exteriorize some energies as well. So manipulating energies is not just moving your energies like in your own field. You can exteriorize, you can absorb energies. And I also recommend doing that, talking about absorbing, by doing it in the nature, like near some trees, and make sure that you're feeling well in that place. Because it's not because there are some trees around that the energy is good, try to be aware, responsible when you do these things. And I'm sure your psychic development is gonna be pretty good. So I really hope this video was useful to you, that it helped you somehow. I really hope that you put these tips into practice as well, and then let me know in the comments what happened, what you felt. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything you would like to share, please do. I'll be happy to read your comments and your interactions. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, share it with somebody that you think this information is going to be useful to. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell if you haven't yet. Have a great day. See ya!